everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live on this Sunday, August 2nd, 2026. I want to welcome you to the Vinyl Treasure Show. Sorry I was late, had trouble printing out the script that I have. I'm all ready to go for tonight, as I want to welcome you back to the Sunday edition of the Vinyl Treasure Show, a special edition tonight. Got all your requests, got some bonus tracks. I have two Collector Corner records tonight, one in 1958, one in 1959. Lots of records to get to. And we opened up with a cool instrumental there. This Sunday edition, tenor saxophonist from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Earl Bostic and his orchestra had so many great recordings for Sid Nathan's King record label. This song called No Name Jive was the name of the tune, which was first recorded back in March of 1940 by Glenn Gray and the Casaloma Orchestra on the Decca record label. And this was Earl Bostic's version. Earl Bostic on alto sax, Wallace Snow on the vibes, which are cool. I like vibes in the music there. Ernest Crawford on piano, Tony Rizzi on guitar, J.D. Timbrell on electric bass, and Earl Palmer on the drums there. That was his orchestra. And the song with 11, this song, I should say, with 11 other tracks, were recorded in Los Angeles, California over 2 days on September 18th and 19th, 1957, for an LP. If you have the LP, came out on the King record label. It was called Bostic Rocks Hits of the Swing Age. And this was one of the singles off that album from December 57, our opener, Earl Bostic and his orchestra on King with No Name Jive. Well, enough of Johnny G's jive. Let's get to the vocal portion here. You know we count down the music chronologically here. I have one more record from the year 1957. Now, 2 Sundays ago, I featured a request for listener David Vilma. Okay, this group from Harlem, New York, first recording for Ben Smith's Extra label earlier in 1957 with a song called Let's Go for a Ride. The flip is a great ballad too, Heavenly Night I think it's called. They would sign with Paul Winley's Winley label in late 57, and I featured the B-side for David, their first of 3. It was called On Your Merry Way. Let's open up tonight's show with the intended A-side, written by label owner Paul Winley and group member Roger Hayes, along with the lead singer on this. His name is Harlan Jackson. We go to December 57. Here are the Collegians on Winley. It's called Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. Here you go, folks. The Collegians.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, there you go. What a great sound there. The Collegians to open up the vocal portion of the Vinyl Treasure show. That is their first of three on Paul Winley's Winley Records out of New York City from December 1957. That's Harlan Jackson on lead, song entitled Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. John G's got to zoom through these records. The show was a little long yesterday. It's going to be a little long tonight, but let us continue here. We count down the music chronologically here. Let's move into 1958 now and fill a request for listener Delwood Jeff tuned into the program tonight as this group, they are from Philadelphia, PA. They would have a big hit with their debut single right out of the box, okay? And the group included Frank Maffey, Joseph Terry, David White, and lead singer Danny Rapp. Collectively, they were known as Danny and the Juniors. And, of course, At the Hop would become a monster hit for the group. And thanks to Dick Clark spinning it on his American Bandstand. But Jeff requested the group's fifth of seven for ABC Paramount Records, written by group member David White. Let's go to November of 1958 for Delwood Jeff. Here are Danny and the Juniors with I Feel So Lonely. Here you go, Jeff, for you, Danny and the Juniors. Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Delwood Jeff in our YouTube chat room. That sound of Danny Rapp and the Juniors. Danny and the Juniors there. What did I say that was their fifth release? I think I said that. Cannot see with my cataract. Yeah, their fifth of seven on the ABC Paramount record label from November 1958. Danny and the Juniors with I Feel So Lonely. You're not going to feel lonely when you're tuned in to the Vinyl Treasure Show with Johnny G. If you are new to the program, I need you to subscribe. We picked up a lot of subscribers last night. I think like 27 or something subscribers. So that pushes me closer to 5,000 subscribers. That's what we need to get to, 5,000 subscribers. And I'm going to test the AI police tonight and it's bad later on in the show. Okay, because I got two #1 records back to back in the 1960-61 change over there. So we're going to see how that goes. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1958 block. Okay, let's fill a request for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. This can be, you can consider this one a collector corner record. This is not an easy record to find. Okay, the group is out of Cleveland, Ohio. They only had 2 releases during their brief career. The group included first tenor Tommy Hobbs, second tenor Waiter Jones, a baritone George Scott, bass Robert Manley, and the lead singer, his name Robert Chalmers. And collectively they were known as the El Palos, and this is their debut single. Came out on Shirley Hames and Perry Stevens Studio Records, which was out of Euclid, I think that's how you say it, Euclid, Ohio. And this is the intended B-side, written by the bass of the group, Robert Manley, and the lead singer, Robert Chalmers, from 1958, going out to Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. Here are the El Palos on Studio, a rare 45. It's called These 4 Letters. Here you go, Bill, for you.
These 4 letters control your hopes, my wants, and our dreams. You on the shoulder and whisper, everything's gonna be all right. If you do your part, then I'll do mine. Then these 4 letters can't help but bring us joy and a peace of mind. These 4 letters control your my want, and our dream.
There you go. That one there going out to Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room from 1958. Those are the El Palos. Steve in Arizona. I didn't think they thought of the chicken the chicken spelling on the Spanish language, okay, or Italian language, whatever you want to call it. The European word for polo, okay, being chicken. But I think a lot of the groups back in the 1950s, L was just such a cool, it was like the, okay? But it was just a good thing to put like the Eldorados. That was a car, but I'm just saying they used L in front of their name quite a bit on many of the groups in the 50s and early 60s. But that's a cool record there, I think. I like that. And the flip side is a great up-tempo high school dance is the name of the tune, but it's not easy to find that record, I'm telling you. That's Robert Chalmers on lead, 1958, the El Palos on Studio Records. These four letters are the name of the tune. They would travel to New York for their second release, okay, on the Neptune label, a song called Why Treat Me This Way back with Schoolgirl. And then that was it for the group, unfortunately, but they have great records, they do, the El Palos. Let us continue. We are in 1958 here. And on the, I should say, a couple Sundays ago, I featured the debut single for this group from Queens, New York, for listener Graylin. And I played the ballad side of their debut single called I Need Your Tenderness, I Love Your Kisses, as done by the Chanters. Now, it featured 15-year-old Larry Pendergrass on lead. Now, the other members of the group were Elliot Green, Fred Page, Bobby Thompson, and Bud Johnson Jr. Yes, the son of band leader Buddy Johnson. And the flip side is the intended A-side and a request for listener Big Dave Swinger, as this song plus three others were recorded at the group's first session for Deluxe Records, which was held on March 18th, 1958. So for Big Dave Swinger from April 58, here are the Chanters on Deluxe with My Darling. Here you go, Big Dave, for you.
Darling, if you love me,
Won't you tell me so?
My darling, why did you go away and leave me standing right here to stay? I need you, darling, right by my side. If you love me, why don't you tell me so and tell me now? Before it's time to go, I need you, darling, right by my side. People think of fools, I do think that you could be my pride. All I want is you by my side. Come on, darling, don't be shy. My darling, why did you go away and leave me standing right here to stay? I need you, darling, right by my side.
by my side.
If you love me, why don't you tell me so and tell me now? Before it's time to go, I need you, darling, right by my People think of fools, I do think that you could be my pride. All I want is you by my side. Come on, darling, don't be shy. My darling, why did you go away and leave me standing right here to stay? I need you, darling, right by my side.
By my side.
If you love me, why don't you tell me so and tell me now? Before it's time to go, I need you, darling.
Okay, April 1958 release for the sound of the Chanters. The Chanters on Sid Nathan's Deluxe Records. That's their debut single. That's the intended A-side by request for Big Dave Swinger. April 58, My Darling, featuring 15-year-old Larry Pendergrass on lead. Of course, Johnny G, it was April of 58. I was not born yet, not till September, so all these records are a little bit older than Johnny G. Well, not all of them, I guess, well, not the Danny and the Juniors. Okay, that's a little bit younger than me. Okay, and I don't know about the El Palos record, one in '58 it came out, but this next record is a little bit older than Johnny G. And we fill a request for listener Ronnie Sherman. Of course, this group is from the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of Brooklyn, New York, and it's the B-side to their debut single. Came out on Gene and Bob Schwartz's MG, E-M-G-E, MG Records. Now, the A-side, some of you may know, a song called I Remember. I remember that's a record that my aunt liked when she was listening back in 1958. And it would get picked up by RCA, the RCA subsidiary Vic Records, so you may own it on Vic. It's not really that easy to find on the MG label. But Ronnie requested the B-side, which is a ballad. It features Mario D'Andrade. Mario D'Andrade is the lead singer on this from February '58. Let's give a listen to the 5 discs. 5 discs on the MG label for Ronnie Sherman. It's called The World is a Beautiful Place. Here you go, Ronnie, for you.
Look at the blue of the ocean. Look at the trees, mighty grace. Look at the earth, think of its worth. Yes, the world is a beautiful place. Look at the love and devotion in a child's innocent face. Look at the sky, see the birds fly. Yes, the world is a beautiful place. While the universe sings, my heart becomes filled with enchantment as I stand face to face with my own true love, thanking heaven above. Yes, the world is a beautiful place.
Okay, B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure show, and those are the 5 discs. The 5 discs on MG Records, that is the B-side to their debut single. The A-side called I Remember. That is the B-side called The World is a Beautiful Place, as requested by Ronnie Sherman. February 1958 release. That is a Mario D'Andrade. He is the lead singer. Of course, with the early 60s revival, I Remember would be reissued again on the Rust label. Would get played again on the oldies. Well, it was actually, in the oldies circuit, but it was a new record that came out in '61. It was kind of, and I don't know who got behind that record. Bill, maybe you know how I Remember got pushed up to the front. But you can get it on the Rust record label. For you collectors out there, the true first press is styrene. Okay, so be careful of that on the Rust label, that is. But let us continue in 1958. We fill a request now for Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. This quartet from Brooklyn, New York included baritone bass Barney Zarzana, a tenor George Taylor Jr., second tenor Bobby Sorreo, and lead singer Danny Zeppel. Danny Zeppel, the lead singer. Collectively, they were known as the Bebops. They would sign with Coral Records in 1958. They had one session, okay, for Coral Records where they recorded 4 tunes, okay, and there were 2 singles released. Now, Frank requested the B-side of their first release, a song written by Billy Dawn Smith and Luther Dixon, and actually clever lyrics, okay, clever lyrics on this, okay, because they used titles of other songs that were populated during this time period, 1958. And I think, Frank, you mentioned to me back in 1958, okay, you were a teen then, I'm sure, and Frank used to DJ at dances on Friday nights at his church. And how many times did you play that record, Frank? Did you wear your copy out and have to buy another copy of the record, possibly? I don't know, but that is very cool. So let's give a listen to this group called the Bebops. It features Danny Zipfel. Did I say Pell? It's Zipfel. Danny Zipfel on lead from March of 1958. Going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro. It's called Follow the Rock. Here you go, Frank and Jerry, for you.
Back in the alley with long, tall Sally, take her up on a mountain to a sudden valley, roll over, Beethoven, till your face turn blue. Take a hand with Speedo with the blue suede shoes. Make a flies over right on Maybelline. That's how you follow the rock. Ride around the clock on a outdoor town, take a flat top head and sit around, make a band of gold from a hollow stone. Get stranded in the jungle right up to go home. Find out why people fall in love. That's how you follow the rock. And go 1,000 miles away to Blueberry Hill, do a rock and roll waltz on the windowsill. Ask why baby wild dolls all to go. It's gonna bring you luck. Yeah. Make a pledge of love to a honey doll. Find 99 ways to make it all call. Get a teenage crush on Mary Ann. Now don't be cruel to best you can. Rock around you, baby, never, never stop. That's how you follow the rock. Jump back, baby, jump back, baby, jump back, baby, jump back, baby. Whoa, that's how you follow the rock.
Okay, March 1958 there, by request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro, the sound of the Bebops. That's the B-side to their first release. That is really, don't throw your hips out on that one. And that is with Danny Zipfel on lead, their first of 2 on the Coral label, with Milton DeLugg and his orchestra on Coral Records, Follow the Rock. That's what we do here. Isn't that an insurance commercial? Is there who's called The Rock? Isn't there... Well, I know wasn't there a wrestler called The Rock, and then there's a commercial called The Rock Prudential. Is it Prudential, I think? I'm not with them anymore. Anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in the 1958 block. Let's head down to New Orleans, Louisiana. This is one of the 2 Collector Corner records that I'm featuring this evening. And Larry, I think this was on your list. Larry Neal in our chat room. I think you had this on your list. Okay, this is on Joe Rufino's Rick label. He also owned a sister label called Ron Records, and the group is called the Velveteers. Now, according to Louis Silvani, he considers this record to be one of the best vocal group harmony songs to come out, or best vocal group records to come out of New Orleans. Now, it features, and I didn't know this, it features Big Walter Price on lead, and I got that info from Sam Muffaletto, okay, a listener to the program, and also he is the owner of the Louisiana Jukebox Cafe. You should check that out on Facebook. You can join that website. Tell them Johnny G sent you. So we'll send this one out also to Larry Neal, and this was one of Larry's suggestions from August '58, our Collector Corner record, the first one of the night, the Velveteers on Rick. It's called Oh Baby. Here you go, the Velveteers. Okay, that's from the Collector Corner here for a Sunday evening. Not an easy record to find on the original. That record's booted. Pretty sure it's booted. But those are the Velveteers, okay, featuring Big Walter Price on lead from August '58 on Rick Records out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Oh Baby is the name of the tune. Another Greg, I tell you, Greg Surik sold me a lot of my hard records here in the collection over a number of years. Greg was only a year older than me. Of course, he passed away about 2.5 years ago, suddenly, which was not good. But anyway, as we continue here for a Sunday evening, let's fill a request now for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room here. This group is out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, okay? And they included Larry Edmonds, baritone, Melvin Glover, bass, Walter Maddox, first tenor, Charles Watson, second tenor, and the lead singer on this, his name is Eddie Howard. Collectively, they were known as the Blanders, Blanders. And they had this one release, came out on Smash Records, which at the time was out of Nashville, Tennessee. And I don't know what happened to this label. I think they ended up going bankrupt. There were two labels here, Limelight and Smash. They were connected, okay? And Let's see. This was recorded, though, at Mercury Studios here in New York City on October 15th, 1957. They released this in April of 1958. Let's go to April. So here we go from April 1958, going out to L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. The Blanders on Smash. It's called Desert Sands. Here you go, Arch, for you, The Blanders.
This is the song of the desert sand, where something green's covered all the land, and the drifting dew, ever-changing sea, bring back mystic magic memory. The wind, bring wind, the crimson field. Desire, dream of a ride so unreal. For the Lord decree throughout the land, no lowly maid could hold a prince's hand. It happened long, long ago. One star-studded night, a golden tapestry, all of woven thread, formed fantasies, all sweet delight. Love's lingering pains a prince did feel. Desire, dreams of a ride so unreal. For the law decree throughout the land, no lowly maid could hold a prince's hand.
And all the people from near and far were saddened by the lover's plight, until one day the prince did have his way, and so it said they were wed beneath the stars that magic night.
This is the song of the desert sand, where sun-stained grains covered all the land, and the drifting dunes, ever-changing sea, bring back mystic magic memories.
Okay, there you go. That one there by request for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. This group sound of the Blanders. The Blanders on the Smash record label, a song entitled Desert Sands. I forgot to mention that I think it's WHAS. I think that's a station out of Pittsburgh. Okay, disc jockey Barry Kay, he gets writer credits on this. I think he also managed the group, and he was the one that worked out the deal for them. And this was on the Smash record label. Now, in 1961, this Mercury would encompass this label, or they bought them out, whatever they did, because Smash would relocate to Chicago. Those were where Mercury Records were up in Chicago, and they had all those big 60s hits later on, you know, with Jane the Techniques and all those Left Bank and all those 60s tunes that came out on the Smash record label. And one of the group members here, I mentioned it, his name was Walter Maddox. He would become a member of the Marcells. He was one of the original members of the Marcells. Johnny G is here on a Sunday. Thank you all for being here. Hope you're digging on the tunes. It's part 2 from yesterday. And if you are new to the program, I would hope you would consider subscribing to the Vinyl Treasure Show. We keep the copyright gremlins away. I'll be back on Wednesday. Make sure you get me your soul requests, okay, for Wednesday. I received them from Grayland. I got your request, Grayland, for the Soul Show. Let us continue here. And we are in 1959 now. Let's move to 59 and fill a request for David Vielma. I think this is a flip side request for you, David. And I need more requests from you, too, for the both shows. I don't know what your work schedule is, but you let me know what that is. But I keep track of all my listeners. This singer, songwriter, musician, and you said it, Larry Neal, in the chat room, and producer who was best known for being the lead singer of the 1970s group called Bread. If you know Bread, that recorded It Don't Matter to Me and a lot of like slow love ballads, okay? But his name, David Gates, originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he would form his first band called The Accents, okay, which came out on the local Perspective label, a song called Joe Baby about his, I think his high school sweetheart, who he eventually married. And I have that record, okay, in the collection, okay, and it also came out on the Robbins label, okay, which is right before this release that I'm featuring. And I think I have it on Robbins too, if I'm not mistaken. But they did something to that recording. I don't know, they changed it up or something. They added something. But anyway, this was his very next release. Came out on the East West label, which was a subsidiary of Atlantic Records, and it's a song he wrote. Let's go to February of 1959 for Mr. David Gates. David Gates on the East West label. This is by request for David Vielma in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Swingin' Baby Doll. Here you go, David, for you, David Gates.
I've been looking up and down, searching all around, trying to find a kind of woman that I can't be found. I'm about to lose my mind and I'm losing my sight. Just want a nice, sweet girl that'll rock all night. I want me a real swinging baby doll, one that all she wants to do is a Allen doll, rocking and a rolling, bopping and a strolling. She'll come running to my back and call. I was giving up hope, just about to give in, cruising around about 10:30. I saw a real beauty, just as sweet as could be. She said, come on in and rock all night with me. I found me a real swinging baby doll, one that all she wants to do is a Allen ball, rocking and a rolling, bopping and a strolling. She come running to my back and call. She's a rockin' with me, although I still don't even know her name. I just can't seem to get enough of that dame. I got me a real swinging baby doll, one that all she wants to do is a Allen ball, rockin' and a rolling, bopping and a strolling. She come running to my back and call. I wish you could hear, I wish that you could see the way she acts when she's alone with me. She hardly moves herself, she's so refined and tame, but when she calls my name, it's my calling pain. I got me a real swinging baby doll, one that all she wants to do is a Allen ball, rocking and a rolling, bopping and a strolling. She come running to my back and call.
Okay, there you go. Early David Gates here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And that one there came out on the East West label, subsidiary of Atlantic Records, February 1959. Swingin' Baby Doll is the name of the tune. That's a tune he wrote. He has other releases, came out on the Mala record label, also recorded for Planetary Records. And I think there's some good soul records that he is behind on that Planetary label. He was like put in charge of that label. I think he was either a director or A&R director of the Planetary label, but so instrumental in the 1960s before he became lead singer of Bread, with writing and producing for lots of girl groups out in the West Coast, like the Mermaids, I think in the Girlfriends on Colpix Records, and a whole bunch of stuff out in California that he was involved with, but also a talented singer. Johnny G here on a Sunday as we continue here, and we are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request now for Daddy Cool, for J. Daddy Cool, a great sound of Earl Lewis and the Channels. Now, after the group's 1958 releases on the Gone label, Altar of, or I should say, after their release on Gone, Altar of Love, they became disenchanted. Okay, because for some reason, maybe it was Alan Freed or whoever, they didn't promote that record, and the group broke up. But after a few months, Earl Lewis would meet up with the original bass of the Channels. His name was Clifton Wright, and they decided to give it a go again, and they formed a revised Channels group, and by adding Eddie Burns, Carl Moody, and Ralph Vaughan. And they ended up going back to Bobby Robinson, this time on his Fury label, for this release, which charted here in New York City, number 36 on WMGM here in New York from January 59, going out to Daddy-O. Here are the Channels on Fury Records, the ballad side. It's called My Love Will Never Die. Here you go, Daddy-O, for you, the Channels.
I know I love you, and I really love you so. Need you, and I'll never let you go, honey. My love for you will never die.
Okay, the great sound of the Channels here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and that one there from January 59, Earl Lewis on lead, the Channels, My Love Will Never Die. That one there going out to Daddy Cool, and that is George Chestnut, you said you have 2 copies of this. Do you have the small logo? Supposedly that is like the most desirable press, the little small logo. I don't know if that's the case. I have 3 copies. I think I have 6 copies in all of this record. Why I need it, I don't know. I don't need them all. But 2 others with the small Fury, and I think I have 3 others with the large Fury. Anyway, Johnny G Furious. No, not of that. But anyway, there you go. That one there for Daddy-O, the Channels, My Love Will Never Die is the name of the tune. We are in the 1959 block. I think that was the biggest block, I think, tonight. And let's fill a request now for listener Ed Brown in our YouTube chat room. Now, Ed requested a cover tune. Okay, this song dates back to December of 1952, originally when it came out, a tune written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, and it was called KC Lovin' back then, okay, as done by Little Willie Littlefield on Federal Records, okay, but the song was really made famous, of course, by Wilbert Harrison on Bobby Robinson's Fury label. Now, Robinson was worried about that release from the get-go when he put it out, because he probably didn't ask Lieber and Stoller about it, and because he did not put writer credit on the label. If you check I don't think there's writer credit on the original releases of Kansas City as done by Wilbert Harrison. But for that reason, he was so worried, he decided to create another label just in case they sued him for that. He created another label and called it Fire Records around that time. Okay, and but they weren't going to sue him. They were actually happy about it. I think eventually Lieber and Stoller got royalties from that big hit, so they were kind of pleased about it. But Ed requested another version of the song that was came out about a week or so later after Wilbert Harrison's release. And this singer is from Bedford, Ohio. His name is Rocky Olson, and he's being backed up by this instrumental group called the Jet Tones, okay, who were who were from Elyria, Ohio, and they were Donald Ward on guitar, Gordon Thurman on bass, Barney Freeman on guitar, Don Rutherford on drums, and Leo DeLuca on sax. Now, this charted regionally. This was a number 3 record on WPDM in Potsdam, New York, wherever that is, and I live in New York, okay, from March of 59, going out to Ed Brown in our YouTube chat room. Here is Rocky Olson with his rendition of the tune, Kansas City. Here you go, Ed, for you.
Going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. Going to Kansas City, Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women
Okay, there you go. That was what they're going out to Ed Brown. I never played that on the program before. Whoops. Sorry, folks. Hold on. Never played that on the program before. I had the record in my collection for years. Do I have the price, what I paid on this record here? Let me see if this is his... oh, it fell off here. There was a sticker on here for the price. I think I paid $12 for that record from Mike Demersion. First time I met Mike, when he had all those label runs of Specialty and Savoy and Chess and Checker. There were all these like oddball things in, and I bought my book that had all the numbers, and I just checked them off one after another, just pulling them out. But anyway, that is an interesting rendition. And Larry, you say that was, did they play the Wilbert Harrison in Oklahoma City? Was that played in your area, or was this record played in your area? Because I never heard this one before. But that one there, a request for listener Ed Brown in our YouTube chat room. That is I'm sorry, I lost my place here. Rocky Olson is his name. Is being backed up by the instrumental group called the Jet Tones, who do a cool instrumental on the flip side of this, by the way. It's called Jet Tone Boogie. I can probably open up next Sunday's show with that. But this is from March '59. Rocky Olson, his rendition of the tune Kansas City. If you would like to make a request here on a future Vinyl Treasure show, you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. My Saturday show is usually early 50s. I had a lot of early sides last night's show, and it was a little longer because I paid tribute to the late Arlene Smith. She was the lead singer of the Chantels. She passed away. And she was such a great girl group. We played lots of I played quite a few of her releases, or the Chantels tunes last night. This show's a big show too, so I need to continue, but I'll be back on Wednesday at 9 o'clock right here on YouTube. Also, we'll be on Oldies and More Radio too for the stream. And it is my soul show. So if you like soul music from the 1960s, early 70s, I might have the record. You got to let me know, or I'll find it somewhere. Let us continue now. We are in the 1959 block, and let's fill a request now for Kid Kilowatt. This group, they're from the Bronx, New York. They included baritone Freddie LaBianca. He was first tenor Jimmy Jettino, second tenor Richard Black, bass Joe Mylight, and lead singer, 16-year-old at the time, Milton Delgado. Collectively, they were known as the Paramounts, and they were managed by Jimmy Gribble. Okay, you may know that name. He had a number of prominent groups that were under his wing, like the Fiestas, okay, like the Mystics and Passions and Elegance and Mellow Kings and others. And he was instrumental with getting them signed to Joe Carter's Carlton label. And with their first release, they backed up someone by the name of Ralph DeMarco on a release on the Guaranteed label, which is a subsidiary of Carlton, on a song called Old Shep, I think was the name of the tune. And the flip side, which I like better, was a song called More Than Riches. But Kid Kilowatt requested the B-side to their first effort, and again features 16-year-old Milton Delgado on lead from November '59. Let's give a listen to the Paramounts on Carlton Records, and the song is called Girlfriend. Here you go, Kid Kilowatt, for you.
Would you like to be my girlfriend? Or would you want to go steady with me? I'd like to be your boyfriend. Oh, honey, can't you see? Why not be sweethearts? Give love a chance. I'd like to be your sweetheart and build a final man. Oh, we could be so happy forever, come what may. My girlfriend, would you wanna go steady with me? I'd like to be your boyfriend. Oh, honey, can't you see? you see? Honey, can't you see? Honey, can't you see?
Okay, Johnny G almost getting caught here on a Sunday. I was good up until that point. But anyway, there you go. A song entitled Girlfriend. And that one there going out to a Kid Kilowatt. That is November 1959. That's actually the B-side. I think the A-side is called Trying. I think that's it. The Paramounts there on Carlton Records. And that is a 16-year-old Milton Delgado on lead. With their next release was in 1960, which I have in the collection on the Fleetwood record label. And I think they have one. I think he would leave the group in later on in, 62 or something. I have one also on the Laurie label, I think, but it's not him. He's not doing the lead on that. Let us continue here. We are in 1959. Let's fill a request for Record Ralph in Syracuse now. Requested this blues singer, pianist, and songwriter from Memphis, Tennessee. He was a member of the legendary Beale Streeters, alongside B.B. King and Bobby Blue Bland. Now, he began recording back in 1951 for the Bahari Brothers RPM record label. Recorded for a lot of different labels during his career. I think he's got one on Chess. He's got a lot on the Duke label, which I have in the collection. Also on Sun Records. And the subsidiary, a Flip label, is a subsidiary, the not the West Coast label, the Sun subsidiary. And this label, Vivian Carter's VJ Records out of Chicago. And this is his second of 4 for the VJ label. And it's a song he wrote. Now, this did chart number 74 on Cashbox, number 64 on Billboard. And this was a big number 2 R&B hit for him from November of 1959 for a Record Ralph in Syracuse. Here is Roscoe Gordon. Roscoe Gordon on VJ Records. It's called Just a Little Bit. Here you go, Ralph, for you.
I don't want much. I just want a little bit. No, I don't want it all. I just want a little bit. Just a teeny weeny bit. Just a teeny weeny bit of your love. Turn your light down low and honey, slip your kiss. Turn your lights down low. I just can't resist. From a teeny weeny bit, just a teeny weeny bit of your love. You forever, not just for peace of mind. Please say you never leave me, not till the end of time. From just a teeny weeny bit, just a teeny weeny bit of your love. A teeny weeny bit of your love.
Okay, they like that one there in the YouTube chat room. I could probably do a whole show on Roscoe Gordon. A whole show into the 1960s with him. But there you go, November 1959 release for Record Ralph in Syracuse. Mr. Roscoe Gordon, what I say, his second of 4 on the VJ label out of Chicago. Just a Little Bit is the name of the tune. He's got a really a nice one on ABC Paramount called A Girl to Love, which is a great record. I could probably swing that on a Wednesday night show. And also recorded for Old Town. He's got a duet on Old Town. I forget who it's with. Also Joe Mata Records and Ray Cox and other releases for him. He had a lot of records he did. There you go. Let us continue here. We are in the 1959 block. We go back to Philadelphia now and fill a request for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey. This is another B-side, okay? This group formed at Philadelphia's Edison High School, and the group included Dubal Young, also known as Babu, Robbie Robinson, Willie Weaver, and Buck. They don't know the last name. It is unknown. Collectively, they were known as the Boss Tones. Now, the A side of this is a song called Mopedy Mope. You may know that tune. That was like a big Philly record. Was it Jerry Blavitt or whoever? Those DJs would play that record. That was a big record over a long period of time. It was. And it really went nowhere initially when it came out. And it became more popular in 1961 when the Philly Jocks started playing it again. But the song's resurgence, with the song Resurgence, I should say, Buddy Caldwell, owner of the V-Tone label, okay, purchased the master, which is a little different from the original put out in December of 59, which I'll show you, the true first press of that, okay? And when the record started taking off, it prompted Boss Records to re-release it with the help of Al Silver. He was the owner of Ember Records, and he distributed that record nationally for them. But Bill requested the B-side, which is an excellent ballad, and I'm featuring this. This is like the more desirable copy on the V-Tone label. From December 59, by request for Bill Olb in New Jersey, here are the Boss Tones and their tune called Wings of an Angel. Here you go, Bill, for you, the Boss Tones.
If I had the wings of an angel, from this prison of love I'd fly. From your arms, oh yes, I'd fly to the blue, blue sky. Your love is like a chain around my heart. Your love is driving us apart. Your love is like a flame that burns, and I yearn, how I yearn for your love. Never meant for two to share. I know your love. I know I shouldn't care, but your arms surround me. Your love bounds me and makes me your slave. But your love never meant for two to share. I know your love. I know I shouldn't care, but your arms surround me. Your love bounds me and makes me your
Okay, there you go. That is a great ballad there by request for Bill Olb in New Jersey. Those are the Boss Tones. The Boss Tones from December 1959 featured it on Buddy Caldwell's V-Tone label. It's a maroon label, okay? And it's called Wings of an Angel. That is supposedly, Greg sold me that. I said, Greg, you're charging me like $150 for this record? He goes, Johnny, it's hard to find it on the V-Tone label because it was only issued in Philadelphia there. And I'm debating to play the A side, but I'm going to play it. I'm just going to play it. But this was the A side of the record. I'm playing it on the original Boss release here. With I think it just has one publishing. Wanda Publishing is the first press. So this was the A side of the record. It was called just Mopity Mope. This was it. Real quick. Here you go.
Mopity Mope, Mopity Mope, Mope, Mope. Mopity Mope, Mopity Mope, Mope, Mope. Diddy, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Diddy, wee, 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 wee. Diddy, Mopity Mope, Mopity Mope, Mope, Mope. 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 Well, I just got back from outer space. Well, I've been a baby and ain't no face. Well, 3 bare arms and 4 left feet. Well, when she walked, she skipped a beat. Took her to a record hop. Show my baby how the bop doing. Money, mo, money, mo, mo, mo. Money, mo, money, mo, mo, mo.
Everyone was at this place to dig this chick from outer space. Oh, people came from miles around to see what she was putting down. She took the left, did the slide, the other pair of legs was doing the box. She was mopity mo, mopity mo, 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 mopity mo, mopity mo, mo, mo.
Now here's a dance from outer space. Well, catching on all over the place. Scream your girl and face the moon. And harmonize this favorite tune. All the people on planet Earth try to dance and you be first doing mopity mo, mopity mo, mo, mo. Mopity mo, mopity mo, mo, mo. Mopity mo, mopity mo, mo, mo. Mopity mo,
Okay, folks, there you go. That was the intended A side of the record. Okay, a big Philadelphia hit there. The Boss Tones there. You heard Bill Old requested the B side, the ballad "Wings of an Angel," and that was the A side. Mopity Mope is the name of the tune. We're not Mopity Mope on a Sunday here. Thank you all for being here. If you dig what you're hearing, give Johnny G a thumbs up. That is very important to get the video. The algorithm changed. It's like reactions, I think is what they told me. Reactions. So that is chatter and chat room and likes and subscriptions. Those are all the things that can push this up. We need to get to 5,000 subscribers. I get like a new level, and they won't come after me. They'll give me like another hour or two to play hits before they attack me and block the video like they did on Wednesday. But then it goes up in its entirety. It'll be blocked live. They have different rules for live streaming versus uploading a video. So I don't know what they do. I just work here, folks. Anyway, it's a labor of love too. Let us continue here now. And up next, a request for listener Gary Spring in Canada. And I was not real happy when I found this record in my box in the No Humidity basement. Okay, I had to look for this record because I had it checked off, that I owned it. And I don't remember who I bought this from, but I was ticked off, okay, that this was not an original. And why would they boot this record? I have no clue. But this is not an original, and I was not happy. I know I didn't pay a lot of money for it, let's put it that way, but it is not an original. And I looked at it, maybe not when I first purchased it, but I looked at it when I cleaned it, and I said, this isn't real. Okay, but it plays okay, but I got to get a real one on this. I don't like these boots. Okay, and I think I think, Gary, you said you discovered yours was a boot when I told you it was in the Dead Wax, too. But anyway, it's the only release for this group. Came out on the Cham label, C-H-A-M, which is out of New York City. And this was, that's where this quartet was from. Now, the group included Mickey Marlowe, Ronald Adesi, Michael DeNardis, and Ronnie Raven. Collectively, they were known as the Four Counts. And this side, I think they have different lead singers on each side here, and it tells you who they are. This side features Ronnie Raven as the lead singer from April 59 for Gary Spring. Let's give a listen to the Four Counts on the Cham label. It's called Rock and Roll is Good for the Soul. Here you go, Gary, for you.
I'm gonna hop with my baby. I'm gonna stroll with my baby. I'm gonna dance with my baby. I'm gonna walk with my baby. I'm gonna rock and roll. Gonna rock, gonna rock. Gonna rock, gonna rock. All night long, 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 gonna rock, gonna rock, gonna rock. Gonna rock.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Gary Spring, the sound of the Four Counts. Okay, Four Counts from April 1959 on the Cham record label, C-H-A-M, out of New York City. Gonna rock and roll is good for the soul is the name of the tune. That is the Four Counts, and that is Ronnie Raven on lead. I have another record on this label. His name is who? If you're familiar with the Godfather, okay? You know the guy. Who was the driver of the car that was supposed to drive Vito Corleone home, and he didn't show up that day, and Fredo was in the car? Who was the guy? I think his real name is Johnny Martino. Well, he was a singer, and he's got a record on this label that I have. I should clean that and see what it sounds like, because my high school classmate in Florida used to meet him at the grocery store, and he's up there in age now, but he had a record on Cham. He said he was on American Bandstand too, 1958 or 59, I would say, for this record. But anyway, let us continue here. Okay, Tony Barcia, I have a record I bought from your friend in Baltimore. Okay, Mike, I think coming up after this. It's my Collector Corner record. It's a girl group. But anyway, let's fill a request for Amy King now. Amy King is Johnny G's YouTube moderator. Okay, she is already doing her her work in the chat room there, because we have a nice, friendly chat room here. That's what Johnny G tries to do. I try to interact, and usually lots of podcasters don't do that, but I do. But this is a request for Amy King, this Louisiana blues singer and guitarist born Cornelius Green the Third, okay, but recorded as Lonesome Sundown, and his name given to him by record producer J.D. Miller, who we used to deal with a lot, okay, and he would sign with Ernie Young's Excello Records out of Nashville, Tennessee, and in the fall of 1956, I had about 16 singles, I think, through 1965. Now, Amy requested his 7th release, a song he wrote together with producer J.D. Miller. It features Leroy Washington on guitar, a Fats Paradin on bass, Lazy Lester on harmonica, and Talton Miller on piano, and a Clarence Jockey Elena on drums. And of course, Lonesome Sundown, he's on guitar and vocals. This was recorded in Crowley, Louisiana, released in May of 59. It was released in August of 59. Let's give a listen to Lonesome Sundown as requested by my chat moderator, Amy King. It's called Gonna Stick to You, Baby. Here you go for Amy King, Lonesome Sundown.
You can eat your gumbo, throw away the bone. Your good loving is real gone. I'm gonna stick to you, baby. I'm gonna stick to you, baby. I'm gonna stick to you, baby, 'cause nobody else will do. I never try to wash unless I use soap and fluid. I never tried to treat a monkey unless I knew what I was doing. I'm gonna stick to you, baby. I'm gonna stick to you, baby. I'm gonna stick to you, baby, 'cause nobody else will do. You can pick your cotton, pull your corn, clip my wings. I'm gonna fly right on. I'm gonna stick to you, baby. I'm gonna stick to you, baby. I'm gonna stick to you, baby, 'cause nobody else will do. You know the preacher preached the gospel. He didn't jump and shout. I'll be here until you put me out. I'm gonna stick to you, baby. I'm gonna stick to you, baby. I'm gonna stick to you, baby, 'cause nobody else will do.
And Johnny G gets totally caught here. Hold on, I got to put the... And this was my Collector Corner record, too, on the Dice label. Okay, let me put it on the turntable here. I'll have to surprise you. It's not in the greatest shape, but it's hard to get this record as it is anyway. Let me just cue it up there. There you go. So they like that one there. And listen, Johnny G I have a lot of blues records in my collection. I do, because I collect a lot of those independent labels that recorded, vocal groups and rhythm and blues records, and also rockabilly records too, by the way. But there you go. That is the sound of Lonesome Sundown, August 1959 release on the Excello label, Ernie Young's Excello Records. Gonna Stick to You, Baby is the name of the tune. That's for Amy King in our YouTube chat. I think, Amy, you requested the flip side of this for next Sunday, so we'll play it for you next Sunday. Let us continue here. And here's my second, since I didn't have a Collector Corner record last night. I figured I'd do 2 tonight, okay? And as we head to the Bronx, New York, for this girl group. Now, this girl group first recorded as the Avalons on Johnny Louise Richardson's Dice label. Really, that was the daughter of Zell Sanders, only in name managing that label, but Zell Sanders, she ran everything, okay? Then the group would change their name from the Avalons to the Teen Clefs, and they were covering a tune first done, another rare record, by Dennis Brown and the Atomics on the Atomic label. But this tune features Shirley Bryant on lead. Let's give a listen to the Teen Clefs. The Teen Clefs here from February 59 on Dice Records, and their rendition of the tune, Hiding My Tears, parentheses, with a Smile. This is our Collector Corner record number 2 for a Sunday evening. Here you go.
Everywhere I go, my friends they all know that I'm not the same. I try to regain that my downright way, but I'm crying my tears with a smile. Oh, 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 I can understand why we are apart. I gave you all my love and you broke my heart. I'll still be gay for as long as I may. I'm just hiding my tears with a smile. As I go on, wearing a smile, keeping up this crazy disguise. All the while, I'm thinking that I'm right. I'm just living in all a great big lie. Oh, I can't understand why we are apart. I gave you all my love and you broke my heart. I'll still be gay for as long as I may. I'm just hiding my tears with a smile. With a
Okay, that's our Collector Corner record, second one of the night. We heard the Velveteers earlier in the program. So Tony Barcia is asking me, is this the A side of the record? I say no. Okay, this is number 99. And no, 98 was the A side, and it was called, nah, wait a minute. Sputnik, I thought would be. What would be the A side of this record? I have to check. I have to check my other records by the Because of My Best Friend. What number was that? You got to look at that one by the Clickettes to see, because that was the A side. Either way, Sputnik is a cool up tempo tune, but this is Tony W sold me that. He found it in a Goodwill shop, probably for $0.25. It's not in the greatest shape. It plays, it's okay, but I think for a mint one of that would be very expensive, $45. I will, but that's the Collector Corner record. That is a Shirley Bryant on lead. They're called the Teen Clefs, February 59, Hiding My Tears, parentheses, with a Smile. Now, Shirley Bryant, she also recorded in a duet with her sister as Shirley and Willie on the Dice label. That is another rare 45 that I did get out of Greg's collection. When I looked through his collection, a rare 45 on the Dice label. Johnny G, is your Sunday Night Disc Jockey here. We're part 2 of the program. If you do have a request, possibly for a future Vinyl Treasure show or suggestion, you can email Johnny G at Vinyltreasures not Johnny G. Vinyltreasures at AOL.com. That is the email address. I will be back on Wednesday night, folks, for the Soul Show. And what is Tony Barcia telling me? That side is 93. To be a part of you is 92. So there you go. So they're going backwards on that. So they're keeping that is, so 92, 93 is the A side. So this means 99 would be the A side, and that would be Sputnik, like I said. 98? Oh no, 99 is Hiding My Tears with a Smile. I don't know. I got to think about it. Anyway, let us continue here. No Big Dave Swinger, you are wrong with what you mentioned in the chat room. This is not David Field's request. This is a request for listener Aaron Plath, okay, who was in earlier in the program. And I featured this singer, born in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, but grew up in North Davidson, Tennessee. But during his recording career, settled in Louisville, Kentucky, and before finally retiring at the end of his career in Dallas, Texas. But after he left Sid Nathan's King label, which I just featured a hit on King, 17? That was for Dennis Fawcett. I played 17, I think, on this last Saturday night. Boyd Bennett is his name, of course. He would sign with Mercury Records in 1959. He had 8 releases through 1961. Now, Aaron requested his second release. Now, how many of you remember a cartoon, okay, Yogi Bear? You remember a cartoon, Yogi Bear, and his sidekick was someone by the name of Boo Boo? Kind of relates to this record, okay? And I think they were first originally part of another cartoon, like the Huckleberry Hound show, in late 1958, I think, is when that cartoon originally came out. But then they had a standalone show called the Yogi Bear Show. Well, this novelty tune I guess is kind of related to that. Okay, this singer has a swaggering voice, okay, that mimics the mannerisms of Yogi Bear, addressing someone by the name of Boo Boo. So I think that is where this gimmick came up for this release. And this is a request for Aaron. I didn't see if with this record charted, but I'm sure it did, because lots of people own this record on 45 Cats. So this record did chart regionally, I'm pretty sure. I didn't get a chance to check it. From July 59, going out to Aaron, here is Boyd Bennett on Mercury. The song is called Boogie Bear. Here you go, Aaron, for you.
Hello to you too. Old Boogie Bear is here to play for you. Just watch me. I'll show you how, boo-boo. Yo-ho, I'm a real swinging bear. Yo-ho, you like my boogie, boo-boo? Watch this, boo-boo. Like if the nieces will get off the piano, old Boogie will play for you. I'm with you, buddy boy. Down and down, 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 and whoops, wrong song, boo-boo. And now you know, old Boogie is no square bear. I've got the guitar,
boogie type guitar, boo-boo. Hold on, boo-boo. Here we go. I'm rocking, swinging back. Watch this, boo-boo.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Aaron in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Boyd Bennett. Boyd Bennett on the Mercury label, July 1959. That, what did I say, his second release on Mercury Records, called Boogie Bear is the name of the tune. Anyway, I collect that label, folks. I do. Let us continue here. This is one last record out of 1959, and it's a request for Casey Hines in Paris. And you know this group from New Haven, Connecticut, called the Nutmegs. When their career stalled at Al Silver's Herald record label, they recorded one single for Marty Kugel's Click Records as the Rajas. Somebody requested that for next week. Okay, but then later in 1959, they did one for Morty Kraft's Tell record label, and they recorded this on July 22nd, 1959. I should say we're in 1960 here. Okay. They recorded this July 22nd, 1959. This was released in January of 1960. This is on Morty Kraft's Tell label, T-E-L Records. And the song was written by the lead singer. His name is Leroy Griffin, by request for Casey Hines in Paris. Released in January of 1960. The Nutmegs with A Dream of Love. Here you go, Casey, for you, the Nutmegs.
If every dream I dream would come true, then my whole life would be built around you. For every time I close my eyes, I take a trip into paradise. Oh, and all at once I see you there. A feeling of enchantment fills the air. And as we embrace in a lover's kiss, I pray I'll never, never wake up from this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A stream of love in bloom stands above nature's other creations. Let's me know that I'll wake up soon. And this strange sensation. And that is why I kneel and pray that all my dreams will come true someday. Then I will never, ever be blue, for I'll be living a sweet dream of you. Oh,
Okay, that's a January 1960 release there for Leroy Griffin and the Nutmegs. That's on Morty Kraft's Tell record label. A Dream of Love is the name of the tune. And there you go. That is still, I think this was their, I think the group changed after this, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, there you go. That's for Casey Hines in Paris. We are in the 1960 block. Let's fill a request now for Jim Whitty in our YouTube chat room, as he requested the great sound of the Flamingos. Now, they would leave Decca Records to sign with George Gollner's End label in September of 1968. Now, the group at the time, okay, this group included Zeke Carey, his brother Jacob Carey, Tommy Hunt, Terry Johnson, Nate Nelson, and Paul Wilson. And that was the lineup, and that pretty much stayed intact through April of 1961, and then it changed a little bit for their later releases on the N label, but they would have 19 in all on George Goldner's N label through July 63. Now, Jim requested their 12th release, this tune written by the songwriting team of Doc Pomus and Mort Schumann, and the song charted number 52 on Billboard, 42 on Cashbox, and this was a big number 2 record if you were listening to WEEP in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now, this features Tommy Hunt on lead, and you may know Tommy Hunt had a great solo effort with a song called Human on the Scepter label, not too far after this release. But let's go to November of 1960 by request for Jim Whitty in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Flamingos with Your Other Love. Here you go, Jim, for you, the Flamingos.
Your other love may be handsome, and when he smiles, he's got a twinkle in his eye. Your other love may be bolder, and when he holds you in his arms, you wanna die. He says he loved you from the very start, but your other love is gonna someday break your heart. Your other love says it needs you just like a flower needs the burning summer sun. Your other love says he wants you. Oh, how he swears to you that you're the only one. He claims his future just depends on you. But your other love is gonna someday prove untrue. He's just telling lies, got you hypnotized. Soon you realize your other love is unfaithful. When you're not there, another girl is in his arms. Your other love is a lover, and he'll make love to any girl who dig his charms. My love is true love, not for just a day, but your other love is gonna someday fly away. Your other love is unfaithful. When you're not there, another girl is in his arms. Your other love is a lover, and he'll make love to any girl who dig his charms. My love is true love, not for just a day, but your other love is gonna someday fly away. But your other love is gonna someday fly away.
Okay, that one there going out to Jim Whitty in our YouTube chat room. You know what I'm thinking about? Doc Pomus and Mort Schumann wrote that tune. I wonder if the Drifters rejected that song, and then it ended up with the Flamingos there, because they definitely sound like the Drifters there on that one. But that is Tommy Hunt on lead with the Flamingos from November 1960 on George Goldner's End record label. Your Other Love is the name of the tune. What did I say? That was their 12th release on the End record label. Johnny G continuing here, and we are in the 1960 block as we fill a request now for listener David Milfred in our YouTube chat room. Now, the lead singer of this group was born in Simmsport, Louisiana. I don't know where that is, Simmsport, Louisiana. And in the late 1950s, his family would move out to Richmond, California, and he joined a gospel group called the Golden West Gospel Singers. Now, the bass of that gospel group, okay, his name was Bill Johnson. He would persuade him to quit singing gospel and said, look, let's do some secular tunes. Okay, let's get out of this gospel. Let's do some secular tunes. Hence, together, Johnson, James Spells, Lynn Foster, and Lawrence Thompson, and lead singer Joe Simon would change their name to the Golden Tones, and they would have 2 releases on Gary and Clara Thompson's Hush Records, which was out of Sunnyvale, California. Now, Dave requested their second release, written by the session band leader. His name was Johnny Hartzman. And, of course, this is the same Joe Simon that would go on later with solo releases in 1960 on this label, and, of course, record for other labels like Dot, and in the 1960s and 70s we became a successful soul singer with releases on Soundstage 7 and Spring in the early 70s. Well, here he is, the lead singer of the Golden Tones from March 1960 on Hush Records. It's called Ocean of Tears. It's going out to David Milfred in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, David, for you.
There's a place where I go, darling, when I cry over you, and through all these years I've cried an ocean of tears. I am so all alone, no one to call my own, so lonely I could die. I just sit in my ocean and but deep in my heart, I know we'll never meet again. So to my ocean, I'd a few more tears for a love that was once in the stars, darling. For a broken romance, for a dream that was ours. Please come back, my dear. I've cried an ocean of tears. I've cried an
Okay, that is a young Joe Simon on lead there with his group called the Golden Tones. That one there from March of 1960. What did I say? That with his second release on the Hush label, a song entitled Ocean of Tears. A nice tune. Never played that one here on the program. That one there going out to David Milford. John G's got thousands and thousands of records I have not played here. So you're helping me go through my collection. I'm sharing my collection with you, the listeners. Isn't that a cool thing? Hope you're digging on the tunes here. If you are, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show, our third show of the week. I need a little bit of a break, and I'll get back on Wednesday. Got some new soul requests I'm going to look for in the no humidity basement. But let us continue here. And we still are in 1960 here. And let's fill a request now for listener Carl Jones in our YouTube chat room. And also David Vielma. This was on your request sheet, too, if I'm not mistaken. This group out of Los Angeles, California, they had 2 releases on the Magnificent record label. Now, this group included Frank Grant, Douglas Brown, Arnold Grant, Timothy Labor, and Benny Grant. Collectively, they were known as the Arabians, okay? Not related to Edward Hamilton's Arabians, okay? They were up in, I think they were up in Chicago or Detroit. They were up north. But this is the B-side to their first release. And for you collectors out there, here is, for you collectors out there, if you have it on red vinyl, it is not an original. It is a bootleg. The label is spelled incorrectly with that one. I think if one of them is, if the label is spelled incorrectly, like CENT, the last 4 letters, that's also a boot. Okay, the writer credit for a true original, if the writer credit is spelled Cleat, Moorae, that is a true original. Okay, this is from January of 1960. They're called the Arabians. This is going out to Carl Jones in our YouTube chat room. It's called My Heart Beats Over and Over Again. Here you go, Carl, for you. Okay, that's the sound of the Arabians here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, going out to Carl Jones in our YouTube chat, and also to David Vielma, January 1960 release on Magnificent Records, My Heart Beats Over and Over Again. That's a hard record to find on original. It's a little bit pricey, too, I have to tell you. Spence sold me that 45 many, many years ago. Let us continue in 1960. Let's fill a request now for listener John Cummins. Maybe John heard this on the R&B Serenade, because I remember when Frank played this. I think Frank played this record, if I'm not mistaken. But John Cummins requested this 45. This group from Cleveland, Ohio, all in their teens, formed at Cleveland Cedar YMCA. And the group included Joyce Jenkins, Carl Turner, Roland Johnson, and John Hill. Now, collectively, they were known as the Carousels. And this song is written by the lead singer of the group. Her name is Joyce Jenkins. And this was their only release on Gene Carroll's GC record label, and which is also out of Cleveland, Ohio, from 1960. By request for John Cummins, the Carousels on GC. It's called Fading Away. Here you go, John, for you.
She's fading away. She is splitting the scene. She is fading away. Fading away.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to listener John Cummins. That's the sound of the Carousels. Carousels, 1960. Sounds a little earlier than that, but no, it's a 1960 release, because this is pressed by RCA, and they, with their matrix numbers, you'll know when the record, well, the matrix gives you the date of the recording. These are the Carousels. That's Joyce Jenkins on lead. Fading Away is the name of that tune. We are in the 1960 block here, and let me see. I'm featuring an all-star pro defensive football player for the Los Angeles Rams here. And I should say I featured him on my Soul show, I should say, with a cover of the Benny King tune, Spanish Harlem. That was a couple weeks ago, if not longer. Played his version of Spanish Harlem on MGM Records, but he recorded a number of singles while also playing pro football. And he was born in Cuthbert, Georgia on July 4th, 1932, and still with us. Yes, he is. Playing his college ball at Penn State University. Now, the New York Giants, picked him in the 1955 draft. He was the 31st pick overall. And after 8 seasons with the Giants, he was traded to the LA Rams in July of 1963. And in the off season, he would record, but he also had other interests like acting, writing, speaking, and being a minister. And he also had his own show from 1968 to 1970 on KABC TV. It was called The Rosie Greer Show. All right, but here is his debut single, okay, released in January of 1960. Okay, a cover of a Moonglows tune you all know, and this was his first of two on the A label, the letter A Records, a subsidiary of Arc Records, nationally distributed by Calico Records, it says on the label, which is out of Pittsburgh. Anyway, and we're going to send this one out to listener Bob Bosco from January 1960, Roosevelt Greer on A Records, and his rendition of the tune, Sincerely. Here you go, Bob, for you. Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That is the debut single for a big man, Roosevelt Greer, January 1960. We'll send it out to Bob Bosco. That's on the A record label. Sincerely is the name of the tune. And we continue. We are in the 1960 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Tim Doyle in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And the members of this group were born and raised in Providence, Rhode Island. And it was formed by Peter Andrioli, a.k.a. Anders. I think he also used that as his last name, along with Vinny Poncia. Other members of the group were Norman Marzano, Bobby Calitri, and Rob Rickey. Collectively, they were known as the Vidals. I featured their debut single a couple weeks ago on the Roadie record label, a song called I Place in My Heart. I think that was for Wayne Pigna, I think. Okay, requested that tune. But Tim Doyle requested the follow-up to that record, okay, which came out on Joe Sherman's JDS label out of New York City. Now, this features Pete Andrioli on lead, and this charted number 73 on Billboard, number 66 on Cashbox, a number 3 record on WINZ if you were listening in Miami, Florida. Let's go to February of 1960 for Tim Doyle, the Vidals on JDS. It's called Mr. Lonely. Here you go, Tim, for you.
I don't have a
Okay, February 1960 release there, The Sound of the Vidells. That's their second release. Came out on the JDS record label. I don't know which one is first here, either the black label or that multicolor label. I don't know. The only thing I don't have is the promo of the JDS. But anyway, those are the Vidells. That is with Pete Andreoli on lead, going out to Tim Doyle in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And the group would have later releases on Medieval, Cap, and Tic Tac Toe records. And in 1965, they would record as the Trade Winds on the Redbird record label. As you know, New York is a Lonely Town was the name of the tune, and both Pete and Anders and Vinnie Poncia made their mark in 1960s music, writing and producing for many great tunes during their career. And let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show for a Sunday evening and fill a request for Jack Saperstein in New Jersey as we go to Detroit, Michigan now. And this is the group's debut single, I should say, was a Collector Corner record that I think I featured in April on the program on the All Jacks label. Came out in June of '59. It was called Can You Remember? This was their follow-up, that came out on Warcon Records, tune written by Warren E. Pippin and Robert Fulton, who I think are members of this group. And they wrote all sides for those two records, and both sides of this 45 from February 1960, going out to Jack Saperstein, who used to own this 45. Here are not this particular copy though. Here are the Celtics. The Celtics, not the Boston Celtics, the Celtics out of Detroit on Warcon Records. It's called Darlene Darling, spelled D-A-R-L-I-N-E. Darlene Darling. Here you go, Jack, for you. Okay, that one there from February 1960. Those are the Celtics. The Celtics on the Warcon label, going out to Jack Saperstein in New Jersey. Darlene Darling is the name of the tune. We continue here. If you are new to the program, like I say, we need to get up to 5,000 subscribers because this is the touchy area of the program here. And we are in 2 hours and 15 minutes into the show. Let's see if the AI police come out after Johnny G on this record. And this is, we're going to do a novelty tune here, and this was a big hit also as we test the AI program here. And it's a request for listener Jessica Stanley as we head out to Los Angeles, California, to Al Kavlin's Loot Records out of Hollywood. The group's name was derived from two streets in Hollywood, and those of you that are familiar with the Hollywood area, I am not, okay? Where is Hollywood Boulevard and Argyle Street? Are those intersecting streets or they're not? Are they two separate streets out there in L.A.? I don't know. But it was named by the lead singer who previously recorded as Flip of the duo Skip and Flip. And you may know their hit from 1959 on the Brent label called It Was I. It was a record that my aunt purchased back in 1959. But his name is, I don't think he's no longer with us, Gary Paxton. And he arranged this tune. It's produced by his friend Kim Fowley. Now, the song was written by Dallas Frazier. Okay, Dallas Frazier, a country songwriter and musician. Now, the interesting thing is that the studio musicians on this session were pretty interesting. Now, they were Ronnie Silko, who played the drums, Gaynell Hodge, he was the piano player on this, Harper Cosby, he was the bass player, Sandy Nelson, a drummer, okay, was not on drums. He was playing the tambourine and a garbage can. He played garbage can. I don't know how you do that. And also provided the background screams along with the other people in the studio. That was, one of them was the writer of the tune, Dallas Frazier, also Buddy Mize, Scott Turner, and a woman by the name of Diane. So that was the whole session, okay? And this was a big #1 record everywhere, both on the Billboard and the R&B chart. Yes, it was. It was their first of 3 on the Loot label. Let's give a listen to the Hollywood Argyles. This is by request for Jessica Stanley from April 1960. The Hollywood Argyles with Alley Oop. Here you go, Jessica, for you and your grandchildren. Tune into the program. Here you go.
There's a man in the funny papers we all know. He lives way back a long time ago. He don't eat nothing but a bear cat stew. Well, this cat's name is Alley-Oo. He got a chauffeur that's a genuine dinosaur. And he can knuckle your head before you count to 4. He got a big ugly club and a head full of hair. Like great big lions and grizzly bears. He's the toughest man there is alive. Wearing clothes from a wildcat's hide. He's the king of the jungle jive. Look at that caveman go. He rides through the jungle tearing limbs off of trees. Knocking great big monsters dead on their knees. The cats don't bug him cause they know better. Cause he's a mean motor scooter and a bad go-getter. He's He's the toughest man there is alive. Wears clothes from a wildcat's hide. He's the king of the jungle jive. Look at that caveman go. There he goes. Look at that caveman go. He sure is hip, ain't he? Like what's happening? He's too much. Ride, daddy, ride. Hi-yo, dinosaur. Ride, daddy, ride. Get 'em, man, like Hipsville. You know. Ooh, wow.
Okay, there you go. April 1960. We came unscathed for the first part. Thanks to your hitting those hearts there. Very important to do that. April 1960, by request for Jessica Stanley. Those are the Hollywood Argyles. That is Gary Paxton on lead. The Hollywood Argyles, a big #1 record on Loot Records with Alley Oop. That also comes on Styrene and whatnot. They couldn't press that record up fast enough to get it out to Nash for national distribution. Anyway, let's continue here. We're gonna do like a twin spin with #1 records, and so we're really you're gonna have to hit those hearts on this one too, as we test the AI. And this is a request for listener Dennis Fawcett in our YouTube chat room. This singer from Passaic, New Jersey, first recording back in 1958 on the Little label with his group. Okay, and his name is Joseph D. Nicola, but you know him as Joey D. Now, his group is called the Starlighters. Okay, we're going to talk about his debut single because I'm going to feature it after this. But it would be 2 years before his next release, okay, in the fall of 1960, recorded for Florence Greenberg's Scepter record label. And then a year later, he would sign with Morris Levy's Roulette label, would have 12 releases on the label. And Dennis requested his first, okay, and his biggest hit. It's a song he wrote together with Henry Glover. Now, the song there came out. They were delayed, but it came out. I didn't even play the record yet. They're behind, that's why. Okay, he would sign with Morris Levy's Roulette record label, and this was his first of 12. The song he wrote with Henry Glover, then the song recorded live in New York City at the Peppermint Lounge. Has anybody ever been to the Peppermint Lounge? Now, the Ronettes were there. Okay, they used to sing on stage there at the Peppermint Lounge behind him. All right, but this group, this was included on a Roulette LP. Okay, there is an LP. It's called Doin' the Twist at the Peppermint Lounge. Now, this charted number 8 on the R&B chart, and this was a #1 both on Billboard and Cashbox from October 61. This is Joey D on lead. Joey D and the Starlighters on Roulette, and this is by request for Dennis Fawcett. It's called The Peppermint Twist Part 1. Here you go, Dennis, for you. Hit those hearts, folks. You got to do it. Here you go.
Well, you gotta do the dance and it goes like this. Yeah, the name of the dance is the Peppermint Twist. Well, you like it like this, the Peppermint Twist. Round and round. And you learn to do this, the peppermint twist.
Okay, there you go. It's here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. They came out a little bit sooner than the than the other record we played, but there you go. That is Joey D and the Starlighters. That is their first release, their first of 12 on Morris Levy's Roulette record label, October 1961. The Peppermint Twist Part 1. They also do Shout. Also, really want to throw your hips out on that. But what I said is, I told you that I was going to do a bonus track here. Now, this is Joey D's debut single. Now, he wrote this song, all right, because we're going to backtrack 2 years to 1958, August of 1958. And Joey D is not doing the vocal here. He is playing the drums on this, okay? And this is on a label out of Connecticut. It's the Little record label, and his Starlighters are really the Catalinas. Okay, the Catalinas. Thank you, Chuck, for that. I got a record for you in 1963, so I do. But anyway, Joey D is not the lead singer on this. The lead singer is Rogers Freeman. Rogers Freeman. He's the lead singer on this. Okay, let me see. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Joey D is on saxophone, not on... I'm sorry. Joey D is on saxophone, not on the drums. David McLean is on guitar. But let's go to August of 1958. This is a pricey 45. I won this on an eBay auction. It could be in better condition. I had a chance to buy Greg's copy, but I didn't. It was too much money. But anyway, and I didn't pay a lot of money for this, but anyway, but this is Joey D's first record from, it's Joey D and the Starlighters. He wrote the tune. The song is called Lorraine. Here you go. Bonus.
Lorraine, Lorraine, it's not the same for you and me, oh gee, that we were meant to be. Lorraine, Lorraine, I love you, sweet Lorraine.
Okay, there you go. That is Joey D and the Starlighters, although he was doing lead on the Peppermint Twist, not doing lead on that one there. That is someone by the name of Rogers Freeman on lead, August 1958, on the Little label, Little Records out of Connecticut. Joey D and the Starlighters with Lorraine. Now, if you want to collect that record, you got to get the original. I think it was booted, but you can get this on a bonus. I'm sorry, not bonus. A budget 45. It's the bonus label. I think they're yellow, and that's probably the best way to get that record. And the flip side is pretty cool. It's an up tempo. The girl like go to school or something with school. It's an up tempo side. It's really good. But anyway, we are in the 1961 block here, and let's go out to Los Angeles, California. This is another rare record, and it's a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. The label is called Gay Note Records, and they were located at 2534 West Pico Boulevard. And I have two records on this label. The other one is by Herman Jones and the Kilts, another rare 45. But this singer goes by the name of Tommy Carter, and it's a song he wrote and is being backed up with some vocal group. Maybe they're the Kilts, I don't know. It came out in June of 61. Tommy Carter on Gay Note, going out to Adrian in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Your Promises. Here you go, Adrian.
I don't want them, baby. You can keep them. Nobody's ever been able to make it off of them. Promises are your only crime. Will you ever be mine, mine, mine? You told me someday that you'd be mine. I wonder, when will that be the time? I don't want them, baby. You can keep them, baby. I don't need them. Give me all of your love. You know that's what you're thinking of. Come on now. I don't need them, baby. I can't make it off of them. Last night, you told me that I could have all your love. But yesterday and tomorrow, all those things are yet to come. And they all are. And they always will be. I think you're just playing with me. I don't need them, baby. You can keep them.
Okay, got caught here on the next record. Sorry, folks. But there you go. That's a hard... You saw that it's kind of like... It's like dark cherry red on that 45. Anyway, there you go. That one there going out to Adrian Viterbo. That is Tommy Carter. Tommy Carter from June 1961 and a vocal group on the Gay Note label, Your Promises, out of California. Let us continue now, and let's fill a request for listener James Pomerico. Now, he requested this group out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They recorded for Lou Guarino and Lenny Martin's... Wait a minute. I said maybe initially recorded for Lou Guarino's and Lenny Martin's Robbie label. And they formed while they were attending Claremont High School in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was a later release on the Knicks label. I didn't get a chance to... So I didn't get a chance to get up to this point that I did tonight. But I'm sorry, folks. But anyway, I'm gonna play two songs back to back. Okay, I'm gonna give you the cover version of this. This was actually suggested by listener James Pomerico. This is a cover version of a tune that was originally done back in June of 1957 by the Keynotes on Bess Berman's Apollo record label. Okay, the Keynotes, they were from Harlem, New York, and the lead singer of the group, his name is Sam Kearney, and the song that they did was called One Little Kiss. So I'll play the original after I play the cover, and you can judge to see which one is the one you prefer. But up first is the cover version. Came out in April of '61. The group was called The Holidays. It features Ray Lancianisi, an Italian guy on lead. And this is on a label called Nick's Records, which is out of Pittsburgh. And then we'll follow it up with the original by the Keynotes on Apollo. So up first, The Holidays from April '61, going out to James Pomerico. Here you go, James, for you.
I love you, my darling.
Ooh, my darling.
I'll love you till the end.
All I want, all I want is one little kiss. I never felt like this. All I want is you.
What is you?
Every night I feel so bad. I yearn for the kiss I never had. All I want is a kiss.
What is a kiss?
Every night when I try to sleep, waiting for your call. Every night when I try to sleep, all I do is weep. Every night I feel so bad. How I miss the kiss I never had. All I want is a kiss.
is you.
Okay, there you go. That is the original version of One Little Kiss as done by the Keynotes. That's Sam Kearney on lead from June of 1957 by request for James Palmerico. Also, he suggested we play the cover version as done by the Holidays from April 61. You heard that first on the Nix label out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, their rendition of the tune One Little Kiss. For me, I prefer the Apollo version for some reason, but the Holidays version is nice too, in my opinion. Johnny G here. I'm your disc jockey for a Sunday evening as we continue here in 1961. Let's fill a request for Nat Papagallo in Naples, Florida. Now, when the hits started happening for Little Anthony and the Imperials, I'm talking about when they were probably on the Roulette label at the time, and because they were off of End Records. I think Little Anthony would leave for a while. So Richard Barrett left, but the group still wanted to record. So Barrett, who was already dealing with the Chantels over on with Joe Carlton and the Carlton label, a new Chantels group, he was their manager. He went to Carlton in New York City, and they needed to add a new lead singer, okay, because there were still three of the original members of the Imperials there, Ernest Wright, Sammy Strain, and Clarence Collins, but they added George Kerr. Okay, George Kerr, of course, he was the lead singer of the Serenaders that recorded I Wrote a Letter, okay, also recorded with the Serenaders that recorded for the Motown label, but later on. But here he was the lead, he became the lead singer of this group, and he's doing lead on this release that Nat requested. This is with Sammy Lowe and the orchestra. The song is written and produced by Richard Barrett. Came out in November of 61. Let's give a listen to the Imperials minus Little Anthony, but with George Kerr on lead on Carlton Records. The song is called Faithfully Yours. Here you go, Nat, for you, the Imperials.
You
I'll just remain faithfully yours.
Okay, there you go. That one there by request for Nat Papagallo, a November 1961 release there for the Imperials minus Little Anthony, but with added new lead singer George Kerr. That's on Joe Carlton's Carlton label. Faithfully Yours is the name of the tune. Let's backtrack a little bit here. Just found out that James Pomerico is celebrating a birthday today. We want to wish James a very happy birthday. Hope you had a great day, and we'll send this record out to you. We'll say your wife is sending this record out to you on your birthday. It's called Faithfully Yours. I'm sure that is appropriate also. Those are the Imperials on Carlton Records. So happy birthday, James. Thank you for being a listener. You and your wife for being a listener to the program here. Glad to have you. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, so here we go with another thing too. Okay, another comparison now. And we fill a request for listener Paul Michel. Now, he requested this group from Washington, D.C. They would have 10 overall releases between 1959 and 1963 for various labels. First recording for the Skyline label back in 1959, but in 1961 they would sign with the FTP label, which was out of New York City. It was owned by Gene Forel and Edward Thomas and Jim Polak. And this was their first of three on the FTP label. Now, the group included brothers Andy Horace, Warren, and Amos Scott, and they, along with their uncle Adolphus Scott, collectively known as the Scott Brothers. And this tune was written by Horace Scott, and he's also doing lead. But we're going to be doing a comparison of this tune. This one came out in March of 1961. The Scott Brothers on FTP. It's called Mama's Little Baby. Then we're going to follow it up, okay, with a cover tune that was recorded in, well, it was issued in 1962, actually in December of 62, by this quintet. They were from Wantagh, Long Island, and the group included Bobby Bloom, first tenor, Phil Atuka, second tenor, Pete Atuka, Phil's brother, and baritone Richie LaCausi. He was the bass of the group. And Paul Michel, who requested this, attended the high school, Wantagh High School, okay, at the time with them. And the lead singer for this group was, well, the original lead singer of the group was Frank Mancuso. He was from Belmore, Long Island, but collectively they were known as the Imaginations. They signed with Music Makers Records in 1961. They had 2 releases, and they also backed up a gal by the name of Darlene Day, a.k.a. Lena Abruzzo, and for a single on the same label. But in 1962, masters of their first single were sold and issued on 2 different labels, Dual and Beaumark, but unfortunately they were not properly promoted, unfortunately. But then in 1962, Frank Mancuso, he would join the Marines, and Bobby Bloom took over the lead, and they put out a cover of that Scott Brothers tune. It came out on the Ballad record label. So we're going to play them back to back first, okay? And then we're going to play another record by the Imaginations, so stay tuned for that. So up first, we're going to hear the original from March of 61, the Scott Brothers, and then we're going to follow it up from December 62, a cover as done by the Imaginations, and on the Ballad label. It's called Mama's Little Baby. Here you go. Up first, the original, the Scott Brothers, for Paul Michel. Here you go, Paul.
I'm a little baby girl.
so sad. Just give me time to talk to your dad, and I'll make them understand. Oh, baby, I'm your man, and you realize that you're real wise. You're old enough now to be my bride. She said, Mama don't like me, I will born. Mama sometimes seem awful hard. She's so afraid I'll fall in love, and always saying I'm that baby girl.
Mama, little baby. Oh, mama, baby. Mama, little baby girl. Met her at a high school dance. It was the first sight true romance. She seemed so all alone, so I asked if I could take her home. We started on our way. I tried to kiss her, heard her say, stop right here, listen to me. I gotta tell you about my mommy. Mama don't like me out with boys. Mama sometimes seem awful hard. She's so afraid I'll fall in love, and always singing on the baby girl. Ta-ta, mama, 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 baby. Mama, 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 baby. Mama, little baby. Yeah, mama, baby. Mama, 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 baby. Mama, 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 baby. Your mama, little baby. Say, baby, now listen to me. Oh, baby, gonna set you free. Please, please don't be so sad. Give me time to talk to your dad. I'll make him understand. Oh, baby, now I'm your man. But you realize that you're real wise. You're old enough and now to be my bride. She said, Mama don't like me out with boys. Mama sometimes seem awful hard. She's so afraid I'll fall in love, and always singing on the baby girl. Ta-ta, mama, 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 baby. Mama, 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 baby. Oh, mama, baby. Yeah, mama, baby. Mama, 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 baby. Mama, 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 baby. Mama, little baby.
Okay, there you go. Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And those are the Imaginations out of Long Island. That is December 1962 release, Mama's Little Baby. That's on the Ballad record label. And that features Bobby Bloom on lead, the same Bobby Bloom that had a big hit in 1970 with Montego Bay, and a very successful solo career for him. Prior to that, we heard the Scott Brothers original version, came out in March of 61 on FTP. Mama's Little Baby is the name of the tune. And let's stay in 1961 now, and I have a bonus track here, and I want to send this one out to the original member of the Imaginations. Okay, his name is Phil Agtuka, and he is will be celebrating. Maybe it's his birthday right now. Phil will be celebrating a birthday on August 3rd, so we want to wish Phil a happy birthday, and we're going to play his record now. We're going to explain this song here. In 1976, Harvey Mandel, issued a single on his Harvey label by this group out of Long Island, the Imaginations. And it sounds like it might be from an acetate, I think, because the sound quality isn't really the greatest. But Paul Michel wanted me to mention, on behalf of Phil, that some of the information on the label is incorrect. I guess the Harvey tried to duplicate what the music makers label said with the original members of the group, which they are, but the thing that they have incorrect is that it lists Frank Mancuso as the lead singer. That is totally incorrect. the lead singer here, okay, is really second tenor Phil Agtuka. He is the lead singer on this tune, okay, not Frank. And so we're setting it all straight for you, Phil, right here. And we all the collectors now know, and we want to wish you a very happy birthday. We want to thank Josephine for letting Johnny G know. So wish you a happy birthday. We're going to play your record. Phil is the lead singer on this from 1961. Let's give a listen to the Imaginations on Harvey Records. Features Phil Agtuka on lead. It's called The Mystery of You. Sending it out to Phil and Joe. Here you go. Okay, those are the sound of the Imaginations there. The Imaginations on the Harvey record label, probably from an acetate there. Tune written by the lead singer, and it's not Frank Mancuso, it's Phil Agtuka. And we want to wish Phil a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Phil. Hope you have a great day. And that one there, sending it out to you and your girlfriend, Joe, from 1961, The Imagination, The Mystery of You is the name of the tune. Johnny G here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime as we continue here. Got a few more records to go. And we are in the night. This is the last one from the 1961 block. And it's a suggestion for Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. This group from Newark, New Jersey. First recording back in 1960 for the Gold Disc record label. And then they had this release in 1961 on Doowop. Okay, and this, I think, comes out on Arlen also, out of Philadelphia in 63. But the tune written by the lead singer of the group, his name is Tony Dubella. Tony Dubella, but he's known as Tony D, okay? Like Tony C, that's in the UK. Well, this is Tony D. From October 61, Tony D and the Pageants on Duell Records. And maybe Johnny G is one of the girls Saturday's Romance when you tune into the program, because that's the name of the tune. Tony D and the Pageants. It's called Saturday Romance, suggested by Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Larry.
I met her last night at the Saturday dance. I'm just your Saturday romance, but I hope someday I'll be the one that you love for eternity. Just your Saturday, your Saturday, your Saturday romance. Other days of the week, you play hide and seek with some other guy. Oh, please tell me why I'm just your Saturday, your Saturday, your Saturday romance. Saturday romance. On Sunday it's Johnny, on Monday it's Ronnie, and Tuesday it's Larry, and Wednesday it's Gary. But Thursday and Friday I wish they were my day, but I have to wait till Saturday night. I'm just your Saturday romance, but I hope and I pray that you will be mine each and every day. Not just my Saturday, my Saturday, my Saturday romance.
Okay, that one there, suggested by Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room, came out in October of '61, featured the first press on the Do Well record label. Tony D and the Pageants with Saturday Romance. Johnny G is your Sunday Romance here as we start to wind down here on the program. We move into 1962, fill a request for listener John Engstrom. Okay, as we go to Hiram Johnson's Johnson record label. I don't know anything by this singer. His name is Clarence Lane, and this is produced by Joe Antel, who I think is the band leader on this. Okay, because Johnson Records was all messed up there for a while. He wasn't even in charge. Somebody else, I forget, Bill told me, who was the guy in charge. But anyway, this came out in, I don't know, Charlene, if it's January '62. But I know there is a date stamp in this. I think it's February 2nd of 1961. But either way, his name is Clarence Lane, and this is for John Engstrom on Johnson Records. And the song is called Take Me. Here you go, John, for you, Clarence Lane.
Take me, tell me I'm the one you're dreaming of. Take me, yeah, take me, and make me your love. Just want your kisses, want your lips pressed to mine, and nothing more. I want you to hope because your loving is the kind I'm living
you can break my heart. I want you to want me, can't go on without your love another night. Yeah, I need you to need me, there ain't nothing else I need, then I'm alright. Take me. You can make or you can break my heart. Take me, 'cause my heart will break if you don't take me. Tell me I'm the one you're dreaming of. Take me, yeah, take me, and make me your love. And make me your love. And make me your love. And make me your love.
Okay, there you go, John Engstrom. That's for you from January. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's January. It's either sometime in late '61 or January '62. Either way, it's on the Johnson record label out of New York City. Clarence Lane is his name. Take Me is the name of the tune. The flip side has a group, which is not that bad on the flip side. I don't know where I got that record. I have no clue. Nor I have any clue where I got this one. But we are in we are in 1962. Let's fill a request for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. And he requested this duo from Compton, California. They first recorded, well, I don't know, Charlene. I think they go back even further, because I think they might have recorded with the Celebrities in '56. I have to check. But Charlene has that they first recorded in 1961 on the Cowgold label as with Julius Brown as the Three Friends. Okay. Then they recorded as the Hammond Brothers, and Clay and also as Clay and Walter Hammond on Vivian Carter's Abner label. Well, that is what this record is. This tune written by Burt Bacharach and Bob Hillard. Okay. This is from October of 1962. Here you go, Graylin, for you. If you got any info on this, I would like to know. It's the Hammond Brothers on Abner Records. It's called 30 Miles of Railroad Track. Here you go, Graylin, for you, the Hammond Brothers.
Walking in the sun and rain, choo-choo, I pretend that I'm a train. The super chief comes and I step aside. Oh, how I wish that I could thumb a ride. 30 miles of railroad track, 30 miles of railroad track, 30 miles of railroad track, and then I'll be back with the one I love. Weary, but the world looks fine. Choo-choo, just past another sign. No girl is sweeter, and now I know. Me and my heart, oh, we both. I love her so. 30 miles of railroad track, 30 miles of railroad track, 30 miles of railroad track, and then I'll be back with the one I love. Walking in the sun and rain, choo-choo, I pretend that I'm a train. High on a hilltop, I'm looking down. Now I can see everything in my hometown. 30 miles of railroad track, 30 miles of railroad
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube channel. I didn't even know I had that record, but I collect that Abner label. So, you know, I'm gonna pick that record up. But those are the Hammond Brothers from October 1962 on Abner Records, 30 miles of railroad track. You know, really, if you want a nice train ride, the Hudson Line has a great ride, a really scenic ride. You can see the Palisades over in New Jersey when you ride that into New York City. When I used to go into the city, I used to work for when I worked for Sony Music down in Times Square. I hated it when it was back in the 90s. It was too hot. I hated it, but I liked it later on, even though later in age you kind of change, you know. Anyway, let us continue here, and we are in the 1962 block. Let's fill a request for Joseph Smith, aka Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat room as we go back out to Hollywood, California, to the Zen, Z-E-N label. And I only have I have some records on this label. I think I have the girl group, the Sachets, on this, and also the Carlos Brothers, and this group. Okay, they were Dave Caddison, Eric Fickert, Lynn Ham, William Myers, Rick Rodriguez, Tony Steelman, and Bob Tolan. Collectively, they were known as the Pastel Six, and they first recorded for Downey Records in 1961. Maybe this is their second release from September 62. The Pastel Six on the Zen label. For Oldies Fan, it's a very nice dance. That's what they say on this, but it's called the Cinnamon Cinder. Okay, in parentheses, it's a nice dance. Here you go, Oldies Fan, for you, the Pastel Six. Here you go.
There's a place out Hollywood way where the crowd all go to play. They jump and shout and have a ball. And let me tell you, that ain't all. They do the CC, Cinnamon Cinder, CC, Cinnamon Cinder, CC, Cinnamon Cinder. It's a very nice dance. You can do any step you choose. It's a dance of rhythm and blues. To shake your shoulders and shuffle your feet and keep in time to that low down beat. And do the CC, Cinnamon Cinder, CC, Cinnamon Cinder, CC, Cinnamon Cinder. It's a very nice dance. Dance right out of this world. So, hey boy, get a girl. And hey there girl, get a boy. And come on down to that land of joy. And do the CC, Cinnamon Cinder, CC, Cinnamon Cinder, CC, Cinnamon Cinder. It's a very nice dance. CC, Cinnamon Cinder. Cinnamon Cinder, CC, Cinnamon Cinder. It's a very nice dance.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Joseph Smith in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Pastel Six, September 62 release on the Zen record label out of California. The Cinnamon Cinder is the name of the tune. It's a nice dance is what it says on the label. I didn't know that. So there's a copyright came out on that one. So I didn't know Bob Eubanks owned a club down there called the Cinnamon Cinder. Bob Eubanks of the Newlywed Game. I know he was involved in music too, by the way. think with the Beatles or something with that. But anyway, Johnny G winding down here, and let's move into 1963 here, and we have a request for listener David Fields. Thank you, David, for your email today. Some great requests on there. Now, this group hails from Louisville, Kentucky. This first issued on the a label out of Louisville, Farrell Records, which I do not have it on. It was picked up by Swan Records, so this record started to get some airplay and started taking off, I guess. Now, the lead singer of the group, his name is Patrick Hayes, and he co-wrote this tune with Tommy Allen, who owned, well, I guess because he owned the Farrell label when it originally came out. And anyway, but his name is Phantom Patrick. Okay, this would get picked up by Swan Records, and this charted. So this must have been played. This was a record in Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania that was sort of played in the area because it was a number 14 record on WEEP in Pittsburgh. But this is from June '63, and it's going out to David Fields. Phantom Patrick and the Footnotes is the name of the group. It's on Swan Records, and the song, it's a girl's name. It's called Eva. Here you go, David, for you. This is a Phantom Patrick.
Don't you hear me when I call? Don't you hear me when I call? Don't you hear me when I call? They say that love, a crazy thing. Come on, Eva, let's give it a fling. Yeah, Eva. Don't you hear me when I call? They say that love for boy and girl. Come on, Eva, let's give it a whirl. In misery, if you don't come a twisting with me, Eva. Don't you hear me when I call? Don't you hear me when I call? Can't you hear me, dear, at all? Don't you hear me when I call? Oh, Eva, honey, don't you hear me? Oh, Eva.
Okay, there you go. An act from Louisville, Kentucky to make it out to Pittsburgh for Swan Records to pick that up for national distribution. That's Phantom Patrick and the Footnotes, June '63 on Swan Records by request for David Fields. It's called Eva. And we got four more records to go before we sign off here. And let's fill a request now for Chuck Smith in our YouTube chat room, and this is the first of two for this group that recorded for the Chairman record label. This one came out in May of 1963. Now, the group consisted of brothers. They were Steve and Robert Rappaport, and a cousin. His name is John Spirit, and they were all from Villas, did I say that right? Villas, Villas, New Jersey. And this is on Don Kirshner's Chairman Records out of New York City. And Chuck Smith requested this tune. This charted number 16 on Billboard, number 13 on Cashbox. And the group is called the Randells. Now, the interesting thing is, when I used to, on Saturdays, well, my parents would usually go out on or I would sleep over my grandmother's house on Saturday nights, and Mary and my grandmother were there, and they would cook us, whatever it was, spaghetti or hamburgers or whatever. So on Saturday nights, I don't know if the Clay Cole show was on. I think it was Clay Cole, or it was Superman, Clay Cole, and then it was Chiller Theater. And right in the beginning of Chiller Theater, there was always this weird sound. And I was like, what is this weird sound? Not that I ever knew that it was probably from this record, okay? Because when I hear this record, I think of Chiller Theater for some reason, because they used to use it. It was kind of like some kind of space sound, and it relates to this record, okay? Came out in May of 1963. The group is called the Randells. The Randells on Chairman. It's their first of two, and this is by request for Chuck Smith in our YouTube chat room. The song is called The Martian Hop. Here you go, Chuck, for you, the Randells.
We have just discovered an important note from space. The Martians plan to throw a dance for all the human race.
Okay, for those that like celestial bodies, that is the sound of the Randells. Was a hit for them on the Chairman label back in May of '63. A song entitled "The Martian Hop" that's going out to Chuck Smith in our YouTube chat room. 3 more 45s to go before we sign off. Let's fill a request now for listener Jim Lampley. This song, wait a minute, this singer-songwriter on Jesse Jones and Jesse Johnson's 4J label. That is very clever. 4J's there. And his name is James Conwell, and this is his debut single, and he co-wrote this tune. This is produced by Ray Shanklin, who did also produced out in California for the what is that label? The the green label, the Showcase Galaxy Records. Okay, he was a producer for the Galaxy label also. But this is from December 63. I like this record here. James Conwell on 4J for Jim Lampley in Texas. It's called I Know I'm Sure, parentheses, I'm in Love. Here you go, James, for you, James Conwell. Actually, that song like crosses the barrier. You see how different the songs change, because I play the records by year. We opened up from 1957 at the 9 p.m. record hour. Now we're winding down here. This record released in December of 63. How much the music has changed already. James Conwell, a great tune. I like that record on the 4J label. I can play that on the Wednesday night Soul Show. So make sure you get me your requests for the Soul Show this coming Wednesday beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Vinyltreasures at AOL.com, or for any of the shows. If I have the 45, it fits the format, I'll play it here on the program. 2 more 45s to go as we continue. Let's fill a request for Wayne Pigna now. Barry Dvorzan started out as a solo singer back in 1957, recording for RCA Records. But not only did he sing, he also wrote, produced, arranged, and owned his own label. Okay, and he owned this label called Valiant Records, which is out of California, a label with, he owned this like a partnership with Billy Sherman, who was his music partner, and he even recorded for the label and with his group called the Tamerlanes, and he had 5 releases on the Valiant label, and this is their biggest hit, which was their first release, okay, which Wayne Pigna requested, a song that he wrote with Bodie Chandler. It's arranged by Perry Botkin Jr. This charted number a 23 on the R&B chart, and this was number 21 on the Billboard chart from August of 1963 by request for Wayne Pigna. Here is Barry and the Tamerlanes on Valiant Records, and the song is called I Wonder What She's Doing Tonight. Here you go, Wayne, for you, Barry and the Tamerlanes.
Can't help it if I wonder what she's doing. Can't help it if I wonder what she's doing tonight. Oh, where can she be? As I sit alone, I just can't help but wonder if she still thinks of me. Can't help it if I wonder what she's doing tonight. Wonder what she's doing tonight. I thought that I could do without her, thought that I could get along just fine, but I was wrong. For ever since we said goodbye, I just can't seem to get her off my mind. Can't help it if I wonder what she's doing tonight. Wonder what she's doing tonight. I wonder what she's doing tonight. I wonder what she's doing tonight.
Okay, August 63 release there for Barry and the Tamerlanes. That is Barry Dvorzin on lead there. Their first of 5 on the Valiant label. I wonder what she's doing tonight. Well, you're going to wonder what Johnny G is doing tonight. Gonna go to bed. That's gonna do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to my Cool 45s as requested by you, those of you in the chat room. So thank you all for tuning in this evening. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. We want to avoid those nagging AI copyright police that tend to shut my show down, more so on the Wednesday night show. But they get confused a little bit with these records. And they're going to be confused with our closer, which is a request for Timothy. So I want to thank everybody for tuning into the weekend shows. And I hope just as long as you... And listen, it's a long show. You know, when you got to go and do things, we could always come back and watch it on the archive. It's a labor of love for me, and it's really the only time I get to hear my records at this time. So I want to thank everybody for tuning into the program. Thank you, Charlene, for your help with the program today. And I hope to see you guys and gals on Wednesday night for the Soul Show. So there's still some of the records are up here. I didn't put them all back. They're in the background there on the table. And those are the requests. So if I see you in the chat room, I'll play your 45s. Not so much on the weekend shows because I play the records by year. And the music does change in such a short period of time. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed all the tunes here. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. We're going to close the show tonight with a request for Timothy in our YouTube chat, as this group hails from Dallas, Texas, and their debut single came out for the Kick label in 1958, and then, let me see, and then in 1959, they added a new lead singer. What was their song, Charlene, of 58? They added a new lead singer by the name of Frank Johnson, which resulted in this release on Jimmy Field's Felco label. Okay, but, well, I guess, I'm sorry. That was another record on Felco Records, but this was their very next release on the Lynn record label out of Dallas, Texas. Now, the members of this group were Jimmy Beecham, Leonard Allen, Charles Beecham, Verdi Lee, Thomas Lee Stanley, and some of the members of this group would record as the Velvetones on the D label. Well, that was much earlier, Charlene, not at this later stage, because this is a late release from March of '64. They're called the Saucers. Didn't we just hear the Martian Hop? Well, these are the Saucers on Lynn Records. The song is called Hello, Darling, but really it's goodbye. That's going to do it, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. Everybody have a safe and happy week. I'll see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go, Timothy, for you. The Saucers from March '64. Hello, Darling. Take care, everybody.
I've been so lonely without my baby's love to keep me happy all these years. Now that she's here with me, I'd like to say just didn't seem to be myself anymore. And now that you're here with me, I'd like to say hello, darling.